Today, we are reimagining the timeless tale of David and Goliath. In this narrative, you, the emerging nonprofit professionals, are the agile and resourceful Davids of our time. Across the battlefield, the Goliaths tower, big corporations with the potential to make a significant impact through their charitable giving. But how can a David like you catch the eye of a Goliath and partner to make a real difference for your nonprofit? Well, in this video, we dive deep into corporate giving and unravel the motives behind why industry behemoths contribute to societal causes, how you can align your mission with their why, and also find and engage decision makers effectively and craft a pitch that inspires them to action. Prepare to transform your approach to corporate donations, because this isn't about how to create a corporate proposal that you can submit. It's about getting them to ask you to submit a proposal. So let me explain. But first, we need to start with getting to know our Goliath. As we embark on this journey, we need to understand the Goliaths in our story. It's essential to recognize the reasons big corporations give, and they're as varied as the corporations themselves. So first off, we've got corporate social responsibility, or CSR. It's not all about the money. They genuinely want to do good in the world. Helping out in the community is their way of showing they care about more than just profits. Next, there's brand enhancement. When companies support great causes, it makes them look good and wins over customers who like to see their favorite brands doing good deeds. Then there's employee engagement. Turns out when a company is all about giving back, it makes their employees pretty happy too. It boosts morale and makes everyone feel proud to be part of the team. And don't forget about tax incentives. Giving to charity also comes with some financial benefits for companies. And lastly, we've got strategic partnerships. So teaming up with nonprofits isn't just about donating money, it's about opening doors to new potential customers. So understanding the reasons behind corporate giving is like finding the secret sauce for your nonprofit. It lets you tailor your story in a way that really clicks with corporate donors and what they're looking for. So now that we've tackled the why, let's dive into the how. Our Goliaths have a bunch of ways that they help out, so each has its own set of perks. Like direct donations. This is the bread and butter for nonprofits. So whether it's cash to keep the lights on, fund a specific project, or help out in a crisis, these donations are game changers. Plus, many companies also have foundations that give out grants focused on specific causes that match their CSR pillars. And then in-kind donations. Not all help comes in the form of cash. Sometimes it's the stuff you need, like computers, software, or even expert advice, all donated to help your nonprofit do what it does. And employee volunteerism and matching giving. So imagine having a team of corporate pros volunteering for your cause. And with matching gifts, when employees donate to your nonprofit, their company matches it, doubling the impact that it makes. And there's sponsorship and cause-related marketing. Strategic sponsorships and marketing campaigns link corporate support with visibility and brand exposure. So having unraveled the mysteries of the how and why behind corporate giving, it's time to spotlight the who. Identifying and connecting with the influential players within the company is crucial. We want to connect with the people who make the decisions that drive their corporate charitable actions and investments. These pivotal figures often occupy roles such as CSR managers, director of philanthropy, community engagement officers, community investment managers, or even HR executives. But even once you find the key person, you still need to speak their language, appeal to their corporate ethos, and demonstrate how your nonprofit's mission complements their objectives. This is why knowing their why and how is so important. It's about creating a narrative that resonates, showcasing the mutual benefits of partnership, and illustrating the impactful change that can be achieved together. Therefore, your corporate fundraising strategy should include thorough research to not only identify the key contacts, but also create tailored outreach to pique their interest and align your nonprofit goals with their giving priorities, which we're going to get to in a second, because I did promise you that they're going to ask you to submit a proposal. But first, I've got a tip, because you might be asking yourself, how do I even start collecting all this vital information? Well, you can hit up their websites. They often have a dedicated CSR or investor relations webpage, and you're going to find a goldmine of information on here. You can use prospect research tools, so platforms like Foundation Directory or Candid, formerly GuideStar, they're like having a personal fundraising detective. Or even a Google search. A simple search can lead you to press releases or news stories about their charitable endeavors. My favorite is utilizing LinkedIn. This platform is a treasure trove when it comes to scouting out corporate bigwigs. I did an entire video on using LinkedIn for prospect research, which I will link in the description, because it is a game changer for making sure your outreach is targeted and effective. And check out their annual reports or sustainability reports. They're often filled with insights into their CSR goals and accomplishments. And finally, pick up the phone and ask. I get chatty with the receptionist and they usually point me in the right direction and give me a great deal of feedback on their corporate giving. Using these strategies gives you a backstage pass to what corporations are looking for with nonprofit partners. It sets the perfect stage for you to make your move, ensuring your pitch hits all the right notes for successful nonprofit corporate fundraising. Now, speaking of pitch, now that you know why they give, how they give, and who you need to talk to about that giving, you'd think that we'd start by talking about crafting our proposal next, but nope. Instead of rushing to send off a formal request, it's time for a more personal touch. The secret? Direct dialogue. Whether it's picking up the phone or setting up a Zoom call or a face-to-face meeting, this initial chat is where the magic happens. We can kick off the conversation by introducing ourselves, a quick overview of our project, highlight how it dovetails with their objectives and where your missions intersect on values. It's the perfect moment to invite their thoughts on your project and potential funding. And of course, make sure to spotlight the strategic perks for them. This isn't just a meet and greet, it's your chance to show how partnering up can bring mutual wins. Now, if you can, aim for an in-person meetup to talk about how you can work together. There's something about sitting down together that really ups your chances of getting a thumbs up. It's your chance to build a genuine connection, tackle any questions head on, and show them the real faces behind your mission. By approaching your corporate outreach with this thoughtful, strategic mindset, you're laying down a strong foundation needed for the partnership that will go the distance. It is so much better than a spray and pray approach with just sending out proposals. It means that when the time comes to sit down and draft your formal proposal, you're not starting from scratch. You've already begun to build a bridge, making it easier to create a compelling case for support that feels like a natural next step in your budding relationship. So congratulations, your hard work and tailored outreach have made an impression and your Goliath has officially asked you to submit a formal proposal. So up next, we've got a must-watch video on sponsorship packages, but crafting a winning pitch deck is just one part of the equation. So I've also included a link for a video on how to ask for donations when you get that face-to-face. So remember, this isn't just about securing support. It's about forging a collaboration that brings value to both your nonprofit and your corporate Goliath. As always, feel free to drop a question or a comment, and see you next week.